Welcome to NorCal Slot Car Scene. This past weekend, we held the first NorCal Challenge race for 1/32nd scale slot cars. The classes were NSR F1, CanAm, and the feature race was for spec SlotIt Group C cars. In previous videos, I have shown how to build a Group C car for the NorCal rules and how to prepare it for the race. Today I'm going to outline the method I used during pre-race testing and during the race. When I got to the track for testing, I was ready with my two Group C cars. One is a Toyota JTK 63C, and the other is a Porsche 956. The 956 is shorter and more nimble in the tight turns, while the Toyota is more stable and easier to drive. The race venue, Silicon City Speedway, has mostly large radius turns, but there are a couple of tight sections. During practice, I needed to determine which car would be the best to race. At this point, I wasn't concerned with the lap times, but how each car drove. The 956 was good in the tighter, hard-to-drive section of the track, so I chose to concentrate on using it as my primary car. Next, I ran the same cars, but was looking for which car came off the corners harder without getting the rear end loose. This would tell me which car had the better tires. The Toyota was better here, so I swapped tires on the cars. I brought two other sets of tires to test, including a new set of Thunderslot tires. All of my other tires were the normal NSR 5206 compound. So now it was time to do some tuning and concentrate on lap times. Previously, the 956 had run in the 4.4 second range on this track, with one fast lap of 4.38. Last week at a race in Sacramento, I added 2 grams of lead to each side of the chassis. These changes also worked at Silicon City Speedway, and I was immediately turning lap times in the 4.3 to 4.4 range. If 2 grams of weight improves the car, then why not try more? I added another gram to each side. I used tungsten putty for this because it's easy to attach and remove during practice. This change allowed the car to come off the corners harder with the rear end firmly planted to the track. I also changed from electrical tape to strapping tape to limit the pod movement. I didn't notice any changes in how the car handled, but the strapping tape does stick better, and I will be using it in the future. At the end of the race, it was a 3-lap margin of victory for the Gulf Porsche 956. All of the building, preparation, and testing had paid off. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. This is Jim Rose with NorCal Slot Car Scene.